Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I have come up with a new logic building problem, and the problem name is Nambiar number generator. So let me first explain you the problem, and then I'll run my code and make sure that all these test cases pass, and then I'll explain my code. And if any of you find my code is more complicated, or if you can further optimize it, you can post your optimized code in the comment section, which can be helpful for other students as well as for me. So first let me tell what this Nambiar number generator problem is. So the problem is something like this. Mr. Nambiar has devised a mechanism in order to generate a new number from a given mobile number, and what this mechanism is all about. So the mechanism is something like this. In the given mobile number, starting with the very first digit, you must keep on adding all subsequent digits until the sum state becomes opposite to the state of the first digit. I mean, if the first digit is odd, then you need to start adding all the subsequent digits until the state becomes even, since the first digit is odd. And the same thing applies vice versa. And you need to continue this process until the last digit is completed. And then you need to concatenate all the sums that were generated during this process, and that resultant number is called as Nambiar number. And this is what Mr. Nambiar has devised a mechanism in order to generate a new number from a given mobile number. The problem is said to be Nambiar number generator. For those who still have confusion with what I said, let me explain you with an example, and then you will better understand from it. So here is the mobile number 9880127431. So it's one of the test case which I have seen. So that's the reason I have taken the same test case. And this mobile number will be given as input in string form. This mobile number will be given as input in string form. Now what you need to do is, here is the solution. I mean how to extract the new number, which is the Nambiar number. So the first digit is odd, which is 9. So what we have to do is 9 plus 8 first we have to do 17. Is it opposite to the first digit state? No. First digit is odd and this sum is also 17. So we continue. And then next we proceed with 9 plus 8 plus 8. Then again we are getting 25, which is again not opposite to the state. Again we continue with the next number. So again it is 25 only. So we have to continue further, and now you can see 9 plus 8 plus 8 plus 0 plus 1, which the sum is 26, which is opposite to the first state, first digit state. So this sum we have to store it in some place. You have to store this sum in some place. Now the next immediate digit after you have identified one number which is opposite to the first digit state, you continue this process until you complete the last digit. Now the next digit is 2. Now the next digit is 2, which is even. So you have to continue this process. Now 2 plus 7. So 2 is the first digit after you have identified one particular sum which is satisfying Nambiar's mechanism, and 2 is even. So we are continuing the individual digit sum. So 2 plus 7, it is 9, and it is odd, which is opposite to the state of 2, which is even. So again you store 2 in some other place. Again you start storing 2 in some other place, and now the next digit is 4, which is again even. So again what you do, you sum up 4 plus 3, which is 7, and again its state is odd, which is opposite to the state, that is 4. So again you store this in some other place, and next finally you have come to digit 1. So this digit 1 is odd, but since it is the very last digit, we don't have further digits to sum up and check for the opposite state. We stop our process here, and then whatever the intermediate sums that were generated, we concatenate all these intermediate sums in order to get the number number. Now here 26 we got one number, 9 we got one number, 7 we got one number, and the last digit 1 is alone, but still it has to be taken into account. That's the reason here we are getting the resultant number as 26971. And I hope everyone understood how you got this particular number 26971. So we started with the very first digit 9. We understood its state is odd. So we started summing up the individual digits until we encounter the sum whose state is opposite to the first digit state. So here we identified such sum up to the selection made. You can see it on my screen, 9 plus 8 plus 8 plus 0 plus 1, that is 26. So this sum I have stored in some temporary place, and next digit is 2, which is even. So I need to continue this process again to find a sum which will be odd, that is opposite to this particular even number 2. So I just found that 2 plus 7 9 gives me that odd, which is opposite to the state of first digit. Again I continue further. Now 4 is the first digit in the remaining sequence, and then I need to find the sum which is odd, that is opposite to this particular 4, and I found that 4 plus 3 7 is odd, which is opposite to the state of 4, and again the remaining digit 1, since I don't have further digits to sum up, I just take this 1 itself as the final sum, and when I perform concatenation of all these intermediate sums, that is 26, 9, 7 and 1, I get the resultant number as 26971. So this is how you have to generate the number number. And since Nambiar have proposed this mechanism, this problem is said to be Nambiar number generator. And this is test case 2. And this is another test case. Here you can see 9860857152 is the number given. And this number will be given to you in the form of a string. And here you can see 9 is the first digit, which is odd. And again, as said in the above sequence, if you start analyzing, you will understand that 9 plus 8 17. So it's not opposite to the first digit's state. So you continue further. 17 plus 6 23. Again not. You continue further. You continue further. 23 plus 8, it's 31. So again it's not opposite to the first digit 9, which is odd. So you continue further. So 21 plus 5 26. Sorry, 31 plus 5 36. So here you get even, which is opposite to the state of the first digit. So this is how you got the first iteration resultant sum as 36. Now you still have remaining digits also, so you continue with the further iterations. So in second iteration, the first digit is 7, which is odd. So you need to proceed in order to get even sum. So you identify that 7 plus 1, you get 8. So again this will be the resultant for the second iteration, and you proceed for the third iteration. In third iteration, the first digit is 5, which is odd. So you proceed with the sum. So 5 plus 2 7, but Even though it's not opposite to the state of 5, still we have to stop because we have reached the last digit. So now we have to concatenate this sum and you get 3687. This is the second test case. And then you can see the final test case which I have taken is 8985676607, and here the first digit is 8. So in first iteration you need to find a sum which will be opposite to this even state, that is odd. So we understood that 8 plus 9 it will be 17, and next iteration again 8. So again we need to find a sum which will be opposite to this, that is we need to find a sum which will be odd. So 8 plus 5 you get 13. So in third iteration 6 will be the first digit which is even. So you need to find a sum which will be odd. So 6 plus 7 13. So in the fourth iteration the first digit is 6 which is even. So you need to find a sum which will be odd. So 6 plus 6 12. So you can't stop, you have to continue. 12 plus 0 12. 12 plus 7 19. So it is odd which is opposite to the even digit 6, and even we have completed the last digit as well. So by concatenating all these sums you get 17 13 13 19. So this is how you have to generate the number number and return this particular number number. So this is what the number number generator. So let me first run this code and then explain my code. So I am using Eclipse IDE. So let me use magnifier just to make things visible. So here is the code, and let me first run and show you. So here I am just giving the last test case. So here is the result: 17 13 13 19. So it's concatenated. So this is what you have to return, and this is what my code is. So here you can see in the logic building problem of the company, when you are going to do, you are not going to read any input like this. It's only for showing you in my desktop. I have just read the input. In real time you are not going to read any input. The input will be directly given to you in form of a function. You just need to write your own logic and then return the final result. So these lines will be avoided for you. And here I have just used a few integer variables for my temporary calculations. Here I have taken for running the loop as well as for storing the current index, and then sum I have used for calculating the sum, and k, it is the pointer which will be moving forward, and flag is the variable which I have used in order to check if the entire number is being traversed or not. Once it is traversed, I am breaking this particular loop. For that purpose I have used. And whatever the intermediate sums that are being generated, all that intermediate sums I am just storing in a string. For that I have used this string s, which is empty, initialized, and here I have just created an array that will be with the length of the input, which is nothing but the mobile number. You can even use directly 10 also here, because as the problem states, the input will be a mobile number that is given to you in form of string. You can even give 10 directly, but instead of that I have just used the length itself. And then here you can see what I am doing. So since the input received is in string form, in order to extract digit by digit, that means whatever the mobile number that is given, it is given as string. So I am extracting digit by digit and storing it in an array. And since it is in characters, I am subtracting the ASCII value 48 from that in order to get the actual digit value, and then I'm running this loop with setting while flag equal to 1, so that I'll check when the complete digits are reached, then I'm going to set the flag equal to 0. Such way I'm breaking this while loop, and initially I'm taking sum equal to 0, and then here you can see what I have done. So I'm just checking the very first digit. K anyway initialize it to 0. I'm just checking the very first digit if it is even. If it is even, I already said why I have taken I variable. So for storing the current index, and then sum I am reading into this particular sum variable, and then here you can see while loop condition what I have written. So while sum percentage 2 double equal to 0 and I less than a dot length minus 1, that means I'm just checking if the current index is within the length of the string, I mean the mobile number. If the current index is less than, as well as if it is double equal to 0 indicates if it is even, then I am continuing, because my intention is to keep continuing until this condition breaks, which indicates the odd is encountered. The odd is encountered. So until that I'm just calculating the sum, and then that particular sum, if this while loop is broken, that's nothing but you got the opposite state, which is odd sum. So that sum I'm storing in the string variable s, and then I'm incrementing the k. As I already said, k I have taken to increment the pointer, that is the pointer which will be moving forward. And this else, it's very simple. By seeing the if condition you can easily understand what this else is meant for. So this else is nothing but if that particular digit is odd. Here I have just checked if the first digit is even, so this else block is nothing but if that first digit is odd. So the code doesn't change except here. Instead of checking for double equal to, I've just used not equal to. Rest of the instructions are same. You can just see it, because the same way I have to check within the length and increment the pointer, calculate the sum, and whatever the sum that is being generated, I have to again store it in the string. So the same thing I'm using. And here you can see, as I said, k is the one which is moving forward, and whenever this k reaches to the length of the array, then I am setting flag equal to 0. I am setting flag equal to 0 so that this while can be broken. And now this is the end of this while block. This is the end of this while block, and once the while is completely broken, it indicates the sums are calculated and every sum is concatenated in the string yes. So I have just printed that yes. Now in the exam, you just need to replace this system.out.println by return, and sometimes the resultant type has to be returned in form of string. Sometimes you have to return in integer. In that case, what you just need to do is you just need to write this simple thing, integer dot parseInt. That's it, nothing else. If at all, just see what was asked to you. If you were asked to return string, just return yes. If you were asked to return in integer, you just write this additional statement, because I have used yes for string. So this is what my solution is, and if anybody have your own simplest and more optimized solution, you can just share it in the comment section. And also if you have any other logic building problems for which you were waiting for solution, you can just post it in the comment section, so that I'll come up in the next video with the solution to that. If you like this, please subscribe to my channel for more of placement related stuff. Thank you.